what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera? Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure.
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Like the proud mother. Yes, do you see my smile?
This update hit like lightning. Nobody saw it coming. Fans were completely blindsided when 50 Cent's documentary on Sean Diddy Combs skipped right past the mysterious passing of Kim Porter. That silence wasn't just noticeable, it screamed louder than anything 50 could have said. Social media lit up instantly, with people asking how one of the biggest parts of Diddy's story got brushed off like it never happened. But now the story's twisting in a crazy new direction. Word in the industry is that Kim Porter's oldest son, Quincy Brown, might be teaming up with 50 Cent for a brand new doc all about Kim's life. And the questions everyone's been too scared to ask. Just the rumor alone sent fans spiraling, and insiders are losing their minds over what this could mean. For months, people have been side-eyeing Quincy, wondering which side he's really on after showing up for just one day at Diddy's trial, and then dipping without a trace. Some said his quick appearance was a quiet show of support. But what if there's more to it? Here's where it gets wild. Quincy never once jumped on social media to defend Diddy. No posts, no comments, no nothing. While Christian Combs was loudly standing up for his dad, Quincy stayed cool, distant, and calm, almost like he was stepping back on purpose. That silence? It said everything. And here's another twist. While Christian and Justin Combs got dragged into legal messes connected to Diddy, Quincy's name has stayed clean. No drama, no lawsuits, not even a hint of scandal. That spotless reputation puts him in a totally different lane from Diddy's biological sons. Now people close to the situation are whispering that Quincy's been playing it smart. Real smart. They say he's been moving quietly behind the curtain, keeping tabs on Diddy while making sure his sister stays far from the chaos. Whatever Quincy's planning, he's been doing it in silence. And if these rumors are even halfway true, things are about to explode in a major way. Sources close to the situation say Quincy stayed tight with Diddy all the way up until the moment everything fell apart. But the second Diddy was taken into custody, Quincy's whole attitude changed fast. Once Diddy was behind bars, insiders claim Quincy flipped the script completely and started digging into the quiet but heavy rumors surrounding Kim Porter's mysterious passing. People are saying he's looking deep into those long-standing whispers, even the ones hinting that Diddy might have somehow been linked to it. That's a bold move, and it's got everybody talking non-stop. And if 50 Cent is really stepping in to back this new documentary project, things could turn explosive. This isn't some random tell-all for clout. This could be the one that cracks open the real story, pulling out the details and behind-the-scenes truths the industry's been too scared to speak on. Insiders are already calling it the doc that could shake both Hollywood and the music world to their core. Quincy's always stood out from Diddy's other sons. His energy, the way he moves, even how he handles fame. Yeah, Diddy raised him and played a big role in his life, but Quincy's always walked a different path. That difference has been clear for years, and people have noticed it big time. When Homeland Security hit Diddy's homes last year, the entire situation went completely wild. Reports claim Christian and Justin Combs were both on site during the raid, and even ended up getting detained. Those images spread like wildfire online within minutes, setting the internet on fire. But what had fans really buzzing wasn't just the chaos. It was Quincy's complete absence from the whole scene, and the fact that the twins were nowhere to be found either. That silence had people asking one question over and over: where was Quincy during all this? Then things got even crazier. Singer Jaguar Wright came forward with a shocking claim, saying Quincy might have been quietly cooperating with federal investigators. That one statement flipped the internet upside down, sparking wild debates everywhere. Nobody knew what was truth and what was pure rumor. But one thing was obvious: Quincy was not moving like the rest of the family, and that mystery had everyone on edge. Let's get one thing straight though. Those viral rumors about Quincy being in witness protection, completely false. Fans literally saw him sitting front row with the family during Diddy's trial, clear as day on camera. That single appearance destroyed the whole witness protection theory in seconds. But now, fresh reports are surfacing, and they're painting a brand new picture. One that's way more intense, way more personal, and could turn everything we thought we knew completely upside down. Allegedly, Quincy stayed close to Diddy for one powerful reason: to protect his sisters. Sources say he wasn't just hanging around out of loyalty, he was doing it out of love and fear for their safety. Word is, he made a promise to his late mother, Kim Porter, to always keep an eye on them no matter what. And he meant it. That could explain why Quincy stayed so quiet while everyone else was talking loud and drawing attention. He never sat down for interviews about his mom's death, never posted emotional messages online, and never called anyone out publicly. But insiders are saying that silence wasn't weakness, it was smart strategy. Apparently, Quincy knew he couldn't make any bold or risky moves against Diddy until the timing was just right, and now it looks like that moment might finally be here. Recent reports claim Quincy's been working on a full-length documentary dedicated to Kim Porter, not just about her passing, but her life, her legacy, and all the questions that were never answered. The project is said to explore the complex emotional history between Kim and Diddy, and with 50 Cent rumored to be backing it, people are calling this the doc that could blow the lid off everything. Fans are already buzzing that this might finally shine a light on secrets that have been kept quiet for years. There's always been something about Kim's death that didn't sit right with the public. On November 15th, 2018, the world stopped when news broke that Kim Porter had been found unresponsive in her Los Angeles home. A family member reportedly found her in bed, and by the time help arrived, it was too late. Kim was gone at just 47 years old, leaving her family and millions of fans heartbroken and confused. That day changed everything, and even years later, people still can't shake the feeling that something wasn't adding up. The official autopsy listed lobar pneumonia as Kim Porter's cause of death, with the LA County Medical Examiner ruling it as natural. Simple enough on paper, right? But once you start looking closer at the timeline, things start to feel off. Reports say Kim first mentioned having a sore throat around November 7th. Then, just 5 days later, on November 12th, she developed a sudden fever that escalated fast. That quick jump from minor symptoms to a fatal illness left fans uneasy. It just felt too sudden, too strange, too unexplained. Now, with Quincy's rumored documentary on the horizon, people are wondering, could this finally be the moment when long-buried truths come to light? According to family notes and medical files, Kim Porter had tested negative for both the flu and strep throat. She was taking basic meds, antibiotics, vitamins, and a few pain relievers. Just the usual stuff to help her bounce back. But here's where things start to twist hard. By November 14th, her family said she was actually feeling better. Her fever was gone, her temperature was back to normal, and she even felt strong enough to have a massage that same night. That tiny detail has always made people pause. If she was still battling pneumonia, why would anyone bring an outsider into the house? It just doesn't make sense. And here's where it gets even murkier. The identity of that massage therapist was never revealed. Not one name, not one public record, nothing. That blank spot in the story still haunts the case years later, leaving everyone wondering if something about that evening wasn't exactly what it looked like. Some even started asking deeper questions. Was this really just about Kim's tragic death, or was the entire hip-hop world being tested in the court of public opinion right alongside Sean Combs? What made it even harder for people to accept was what came next. The coroner's final report. It confirmed that Kim had no history of drug use, no alcohol issues, and no chronic health problems at all. By every account, she was vibrant, healthy, and full of life. That's what makes her sudden passing so chilling. One day she's improving, and the next she's gone without warning. It just didn't add up, and that lingering mystery refuses to fade away, no matter how much time passes. Not long after Kim's unexpected passing, the first person bold enough to question the official story wasn't some random outsider. It was her ex and Quincy Brown's biological father, Al B. Shore. From that moment forward, a cloud of doubt followed Kim's death like a shadow that never left. Al B. Shore stood firm from day one. He said he saw Kim shortly before she passed, and according to him, she didn't mention feeling sick at all. He insisted she looked strong, glowing, and happy. Nowhere near someone battling a deadly illness. That gut feeling stuck with him for years, and eventually he couldn't stay silent any longer. In July 2020, Al shared a heartbreaking video of himself, visibly emotional, filmed the very morning he found out Kim was gone. Alongside it, he posted a caption that hit the internet like a punch to the chest. "I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim Porter's death and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. Then he took it a step further, dropping words that would reignite the fire all over again. He said straight up, "I know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some BS." That statement sent shockwaves through social media and reignited all the old suspicions that had never really gone away. Fans, bloggers, and insiders started revisiting every detail, every report, and every unanswered question surrounding Kim's passing, because after what Al said, nothing about the story felt simple anymore. But Al B sure didn't stop there. He added another emotional detail that made everyone pause and think hard. "This is where I get in trouble," he said, opening up about the days right before Kim's passing. According to him, they had just been celebrating their son Quincy's new Netflix deal and upcoming Christmas special, and Kim was absolutely glowing. He described her laughing, smiling, and soaking up the moment while watching him and Diddy joke around in a theater. There was no sign of sickness, no weakness, no exhaustion, just pure happiness shining through. His message hit deep. Kim Porter didn't look like someone on the edge of tragedy. To Al B, sure, the official explanation never lined up with what he personally witnessed. He wrapped that powerful post with one chilling hashtag that set the internet on fire. #, don't let the love songs fool you. Fans instantly caught the hidden meaning, taking it as a bold, unfiltered shot at Diddy and his public tributes to Kim. It was raw, emotional, and full of quiet tension, like Al was saying more between the lines than he ever could out loud. But soon after the post went viral, Al suddenly deleted it. Later, he explained why. Quincy had reached out to him directly, saying the message was just too painful and triggering to see plastered online. Out of love and respect for his son, Al took it down immediately. But don't get it twisted, he didn't take back a single word. Even after removing the post, Al stood firm in his beliefs and doubled down in later interviews, making it clear as day that he still doesn't buy the official story. To him, Kim's passing still doesn't add up, and the truth is far from settled. Right after Al's emotional video and message exploded across social media, fans began whispering, was Diddy trying to keep the situation under control behind the scenes? The rumors flew fast. Some claimed Diddy may have pushed Quincy to talk to his dad, hoping to cool things down before the noise got even louder. Others speculated that there might have been an attempt to create distance between Quincy and Al, a subtle move to keep their connection quiet while the public's attention grew hotter. Through all that talk and tension, one thing stood out. Al B sure never folded. He stayed solid even when the drama got heavy and the industry started shifting uncomfortably. No matter who tried to silence the conversation, Al kept his stance crystal clear. Something about Kim Porter's death still doesn't sit right, and he refuses to stop asking questions. Al B sure didn't stay quiet, not for a second. He kept speaking out, dropping cryptic hints that Kim Porter's death wasn't nearly as simple as everyone had been told. Then, in November 2021, he came back swinging with a post that stopped people cold. A throwback photo of himself, Kim, and Quincy, paired with a caption that sent chills down everyone's spine. He wrote that Kim once sent him a message saying, "Life imitating art. Art imitating life. Now it all makes sense." Those words hit deep, and Al hinted that Kim had shared private details with him that he'd never made public. But he didn't stop there. Al claimed that Kim told him she was running, and he said that he had told her straight up to call the FBI. That one line alone made fans freeze in shock. In the comments, Al didn't hold back either. He wrote, "You would never believe what she went through," making it clear that he believed there was way more to Kim's story than the public ever knew. People started digging, theories started flying, and suddenly everyone wanted to know, what exactly had Kim told him before she passed? Then came the truly chilling part. Just months after that explosive post, Al B sure was suddenly rushed to the hospital for a mysterious medical emergency that nobody could fully explain. Details were scarce, but when Al later spoke about it, what he said left everyone stunned. He revealed that he'd collapsed without warning while working in the studio. One moment he was fine, and the next he was fighting for his life. Doctors were reportedly baffled. Out of nowhere, Al developed multiple life-threatening complications. No clear cause, no warning, nothing that made sense. Fans couldn't help but notice the timing. He'd just started speaking out louder than ever about Kim, and then suddenly he was struck by a mysterious medical crisis. It had people everywhere whispering and questioning what might really be happening behind the curtain. Things only got darker from there. Al's health scare turned into a full-blown nightmare. He slipped into a coma that lasted nearly 2 months. He was literally fighting to stay alive. When he finally woke up, he revealed that doctors had performed several emergency procedures just to keep him breathing, including a major organ transplant, multiple blood transfusions, and time on a ventilator. It was a near-death experience that left fans shocked, scared, and more convinced than ever that something wasn't right. The timing, the silence, and the way everything unfolded felt too eerie to ignore. Al's recovery was nothing short of a miracle, but the questions surrounding Kim Porter's death and what Al knew before his collapse only grew louder. After Al B. Sure finally woke up, fans flooded social media with love, prayers, and questions. But the one thing that never faded was the sense that something deeper was going on. Even in recovery, Al hinted that his health scare only made him more determined to find the truth about Kim Porter's mysterious passing. He started slowly sharing bits and pieces of what he remembered, hinting that everything he'd been saying before his collapse was no coincidence. That alone sent chills through his followers. It felt like the story wasn't over at all, just getting started. Insiders say Al's near-death experience changed him completely. He became more spiritual, more cautious, but also more fearless about speaking his truth. And as rumors about Quincy's documentary project keep growing louder, fans are starting to connect the dots between everything Al hinted at and what Quincy might be preparing to reveal. If the documentary really happens, it could finally pull back the curtain on what's been buried for years. And that's exactly what people have been waiting for. The whole situation has become one of the most talked about mysteries in entertainment. A story of love, loss, secrets, and survival. From Kim Porter's tragic final days to Al's shocking health battle to Quincy's quiet but powerful moves behind the scenes. It's all building up to something big. Everyone wants to know what's next, what truth might finally come out, and how deep this story really goes. One thing's for sure. The mystery surrounding Kim Porter's death has never faded, and now it feels closer than ever to finally being exposed. So if you've been following this wild ride and you're ready for the next twist, don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button, stay locked in, and keep your eyes open, because the next chapter in this story might just blow the roof off everything.